absolutely flying.
Oh, we're sinking. Head in.
Race control, this is Apache, we're sinking.
Really get this pump running.
Apache the powerboat, safe from the museum, with Peter at the helm, Bly on the throttles, and 2 downs in the back. Apache the powerboat, allez Apache.
We're racing in, I'd say, slightly different waters than we raced in from around the island. We have no protection from land like we did around the island. It's going to be probably similar conditions we saw at St Cat's. We're keeping it on a relative low down, but we've just come across Christchurch and Poole Bay, and it's choppy, it's big. It's big rolling waves.
So what we've done since the last race, Sunday we took her out of the water. Monday Casper got onto the engines and unbolted everything, labelled everything. He did a fantastic job. Tuesday morning, Will from Ajax, myself and Casper lifted the engines out and they went straight up to Dyperk. We weren't there at 300 horsepower per engine, which is what we wanted, but we're working with Dyperk and Perkins to find those missing horses.
So we've ripped everything out, these side pods here, new seats and new central bolster. So the primary driving force for that was that we realised that nav being in the front didn't work very well. We've widened the cockpit to give us a bit more space. We've adjusted the bolsters. And most importantly, we've now got a dash back here. So the wood is mahogany, the same as the boat is built from. And then the inlay, the Apache inlay, is in yellow cedar, which is the same as the internal planking layers of the boat. So a nice little nod to her construction. This has been designed to take anything up to a pair of 12-inch chart plotters. The hole in the middle will eventually be some sort of door fixture thing that's going to hold our pace notes across here and fix them in place. And then we can access all the inside, which we couldn't do before, so we can get to wiring, we can store stuff in there, charge devices, and it looks smart as well. So.
Pete and the team have worked really hard on taking the engines out and doing all that sort of stuff. The confidence for me, being the person that's moving the boat forward and how far we can push the boat, is the confidence is the team. So I work in the cockpit first, so the 4 people in the cockpit. And their comfortableness and how they sort of function on the boat. The last thing I want to do is break someone. We won't get around a race. Pete and I have done a lot together, so I know I'm not going to break Pete. But the confidence I have in the 2 Dans now increases. I then mentally move back to essentially the engines, and now the engines have come out. It gives me more confidence in to push the engines harder. We've been told that we can push them harder and faster and they won't give up. I'll push this boat as hard as I can, but I'll only push it to the point that I know the boat will get round. Unless we finish, we don't win. So that's always been my mantra. We were here first. That's good for us. We're going to get scrutineer first. It's massive part of it for us is keeping the boss chill, which is Pete, and he's in a good space. He puts the hard miles into it. He puts his hand in his pocket for nigh on everything. So if he's happy, the rest of the team are happy with him. It's going to be great. The fun factor is always going to be there, and we've had a good shakedown. We've got Dan Howe on the boat this time. We've moved the nav back, which gives me one less thing to think about at the front, which is great. And we can really push. I feel like we can push a lot more tomorrow. I think we've got another 20 to 30% to give. Certainly I have on the throttles, but it was the right thing to do well, Pete and I have differing opinions, but that's part and parcel of racing. So I race to win, where Pete wants me to push harder, so we meet in the middle. So I'm looking forward to it.
we put the engines in and we got no gauges or screen on the port engine. One of the nice things about having a twin engine is you've got two of everything. So I gradually worked through and it came to a small part, relatively expensive small part, that is the interface between the engines and the gauges. Dyperk managed to get one and it got brought in from Caterpillar in Belgium. John Buchanan suggested a bike courier company which he'd used many times when there was legal documents that needed to get signed in a hurry. They were brilliant. They were there at 8 o'clock. Dyperk gave him the part. He drove down, and when we got to Poole, it was here ready for us. This part has been driven down. That is it. That is literally it. Exactly the part we needed. Jackpot.
I'm Tim Mellery Pratt. I raced 5 seasons in this boat. First of all when she was HTS, and then with David Hagan as Apache for 2 seasons, and we won the World Championships in October 1979, and then we all retired and I went on and raced other boats. But I think I raced about somewhere between 2,500–3,000 miles in this boat in total over 5 years. It's local waters that Apache knows very well and has raced many times. There's going to be a good westerly breeze tomorrow and a bit of wind against tide going down the Needles Channel, so I think it's their sort of weather, and so she should shine tomorrow. If you run without tabs, you can dig the stern a bit and that'll slow you up, but she's got good speed and they're very keen. It's absolutely wonderful to see her out again after all these years.
On it.
Right, welcome to Poole. Round 2.
66 Racing 2, Lightning Strikes, Apache.
My name is Drew Langdon, racing boat 147 Class 1. I'm here today to join the second round of the UKOPRA series, which is held mainly around the south coast of the UK. UKOPRA was set up a good 5 years ago to look after the British powerboat offshore racing scene from the RYA when they dissolved themselves from it. They've got a very successful race series. We've got people coming over from America, from Malta. We have some Swedes coming over, but they're not here this weekend, so it's a very good international fleet. We're going to be racing around Poole Bay, so we start off opposite Bournemouth and Boston Pier. We then run to Hengistbury Head, over to North Head, down the Needles Channel to Bridge, and then we cross across a transit from the south side of Poole Bay up to BP Witch Farm and then round again. We do 3 of those laps. So I've set the boat up today to run in rougher conditions. So we're compromising our top speed so we can improve our acceleration and handling in the rougher water. UKOPRA, basically you have a governing body over all the races, which is UKOPRA. And then it used to be different clubs would put on events, and UKOPRA or the RYA in those days would oversee them. So they produce the rules, they produce the package, the scrutineering, they have everything to make sure we run a proper race. So they'll organise the course now, all the safety fleet. And when we run in Italy and in Europe, we have a different regime. So we have someone called the UIM, which is like the world body, but they're kind of different to UKOPRA. But in every country has their own governing body, and UKOPRA is the governing body for us.
We've got a 3-lap, about 80 nautical mile race today. So we're going to come out of Poole Harbour. We're up here at the moment on the quay. We're going to come out on the 10-knot speed limit out the Eastleigh Channel, and we're going to muster just off Alum Chine Outfall. So we muster here off the plane anti-clockwise. And then we're going to be picked up by the start boat, and we're going to come in on the chute here to a start off, just off Bournemouth Pier. The buoys that we've got are in circles with the bearing that we're going to run and the distance in nautical miles between each of those buoys. Now, what's going to be really important today is that there's a lot of clutter out here. Dan and I ran up the course yesterday, and for example, here at Southbourne 1 and Southbourne 2 are less than 100 metres apart. So we're going to have to really concentrate here.
Okay, is there any point, which legs might we not go directly to the mark because we're thinking about the waves?
I think the one that you're going to worry about most is coming up the Needles Channel. I think that's where you're going to look to try and get some flatter water.
Yeah. So from the back, if I can have left a bit, right a bit, you could say I don't mind. It's a 90-degree turn.
Okay.
That sort of thing, but quiet as much as possible.
Yeah.
Okay. So very much direct instructions. No chatter. Unless we start singing. Unless I ask you to sing reggae, which may be on the long leg on the back.
Ali Apache.
Standstill. Apache is red. Where's the flag?
Okay, helmets off. Yeah, okay.
Okay, I need someone
Can I
to get...
start the starboard engine? Do we do further mayday?
No, we are...
Engine on really.
No.
Okay, helmets off.
Okay, get a tow line ready.
Dan, tow line.
Start the starboard engine and run the pump.
I can't start it.
Oh, kill course, that's why.
Yeah, we've got a lot of water.
We've lost battery.
Stop. I need... Right, this is sinking us more. Give me something else then, like a life jacket. Sit on that side. This side. No, it's not going to work. Keep your life jacket on.
So, not what we had in mind. We were doing really well. We were on the offshore leg, absolutely flying, reeling in the competition. And boat felt great. We were a little under 2 miles from Witch Farm mark, and boat started feeling funny. We lost power. Keith, the electrician, very kindly fitted a float switch and a massive white light on the dashboard so that we would know if we were sinking. That came on. By the time we had the engine hatches open, it was all too late. So we got under tow with one of the patrol and rescue boats, and they towed us as fast as they reasonably could into shallow water, and because we really don't want to sink deep. So right now we are off sandbanks. Our legs are on the bottom, so we're not going to sink any further. The water's literally swilling over the back,
we can't pump from here, so we need to get some slings onto the back to lift the boat out of the water enough so then we can pump the sea back into it. We don't know what happened. When we looked into the engine hatches, there were pieces of wood floating around, so we'll know more when we lift the boat out.
So we got Apache back. She looked after us beautifully. Been a tough day. It was a good race. White Shark had us on the flat. We had her on the rough. We're going really nicely, and boat suddenly started feeling odd. The light came on and we were sinking. We headed to the beach. We called UKOPRA, who were fantastic. Jenkins came out, my God, good guys. We lifted her with some slings, inched the slings back, lifted her a bit more, got some water out. By this stage, we still didn't actually know what had happened. And when we actually got her out of the water, it became quite obvious. There's a 10-inch hole in the side of her where we obviously hit a log, hit something.
Are they lucky? Are they lucky or are they unlucky? I think they're lucky.
Well, do you know the lucky thing is nobody got hurt.
Yeah. No one got hurt. No, and we brought the boat back.
Yeah.
The boat's right.
I think that constitutes luck.
It's punctured the hole, pushed big piece in, and we sank. It was. I'm actually pretty chuffed. I mean, it's not the greatest finish to a day, but everyone rallied round. Chris, I put one call out saying we need the trailer from Burton to here. Within 30 seconds, someone saying I'm on it. Joe hung out so that we could have somewhere warm. We were obviously soaking wet. People gave us other clothes. The buoyancy did its job. The alarm that Keith put in, we wouldn't be here without it, or the boat wouldn't be here without it. We're now just cleaning her up, making sure the engines are good. We turned them off before we went under, so they're not hydraulic, and I turned them over, so they're good. We just need to do preventative now. Sun's going down. In about 20 minutes, we will call it quits because there's no more we can do. Have a shower and go celebrate the success of the other boats. And tomorrow's another day. We'll pick ourselves up, probably dust ourselves off a little bit, and get back to the boat and work out what the plan is. Couldn't be happier. I know it sounds bizarre, but this is racing and that's what it's about.